the tower showcasing live stream done by Ironhide Game Studios, and after it I have completely made this entire video breaking down every single tower, everything you must know about in the game, and at the last there will be few extra things you must know about the game, so make sure you stay until the end and let's begin. So we're gonna start off with talking about all of the free towers which you're gonna get into the game before we start about going in depth with every single tower. There will be 10 free towers, including the Royal Archers, which is a Linnerian army, then Paladin Convent, which is also from Linnerian army. Then we're gonna see ourselves getting our hands on the Arcane Mage, which is also going to be part of our first 3 towers into the game. Then we'll get our hands on the Tri-Cannon, which is going to be from the Dark Army. So the Tri-Cannon, then Aborian Emissary, Demon Pit, Ballista Outpost, Darwin, Flame Spitters, Rocket Gunner, and the final tower will be Eldritch Channelier. So every single tower after Eldritch Channelier is going to be paid into the game, so make sure you take a note of that. Starting off with our Aborian Emissary. This is going to be the tower which we will unlock in the Eridine Forest, I will be guessing. Then that's 2 skills. It has Summons Wisps that heals allies in an area, so it's gonna have a range and these things are gonna heal them. Growing roots along the path, which will be damaging and stunning the enemies, which is pretty okay, I guess. And when we take a look at it, it doesn't seem to be dealing a huge amount of damage, although it has similar after effects like the Necromancer we would see in the game after his attack landing on the enemy. So that must do some kind of effects, I would guess. Maybe a tick time damage or something like so. I really do not know. Now it's time for my beloved Necromancer. Curses and silences enemy in an area for 10 seconds, I guess, and summons a Death Reaper which goes around the map, and which is gonna be such a great one. Necromancer is one of my favorite towers in the game so far. It's gonna be up there always. I'm always gonna use it. I don't know when we are gonna unlock it, although it's a paid tower, so if you want it, you should get this game on Steam or buy this game individually on mobile. Ballista Outpost. This tower is actually very interesting. Ballista Outpost has the unique ability of firing a scrap bomb at great range to dealing a big amount of damage, and there's another one which I actually do not know about. I don't know how, but although if we see over here, it loads up 5 arrows and it uses it from a crossbow to attack at enemies. So I think it's gonna be really interesting how this entire thing has implemented. Now the tower we all have been waiting for, the Eldritch Chandelier. People calling it Malagar Tower 2, but it's not Malagar, come on guys. It turns nearby enemies to powerless sheep with the 50% of the actual health of the entire target, and makes him attack more enemies, or the range of it has been increased, something like so. So what we see over here is attacking the enemy till it reaches its max power. Not sure how it's like Blazing Gem but not overpowered, and I kind of agree with that, how they have implemented it. Blazing Gem was just too much powerful in Vengeance, just taking out the bosses once connected to him. Rocket Gunners personally gonna be my favorite because I really like the concept how they actually work into the entire game. Each enemy destroys 1% of the enemy armor and deals damage, and fires a missile that instantly kills targets and deals high damage to the bosses. It's gonna be a really great tower and unique one because you can make them fly or make them on land where they're gonna have health, but in air they cannot be damaged. So it's just gonna be a big of a tower, and I really like how they have implemented more things about this entire tower. It looks really good, and I might use it and even become my favorite.
This is the way.
I am unrivaled.
Clear the road.
To know about rest of the towers, you can check out this video, which are not included in this one, which like the Arcane Mage and Darwin Flamespitter. I have talked about that in that video, so make sure you can check out now. Dune Senators are not the boomerang guys from the Kingdom of Vengeance as everyone assumption it that it's going to be the same like so. So it has very unique abilities if you take a look at it. So if you see over here, it's pretty great. It throws a bouncing knife that damages the target, and if target dies, we get bonus gold, and launching 2 whirling blades to the path, damaging the enemies for 4 seconds. Battle Brewmaster and first ability Elixir of Might, which empowers or summons a warrior which is gonna fight on the path for 10 seconds, and the second one is they throw a poison barrel, I guess, which slows and poisons the enemy down. And this tower looks very interesting as they just kind of throw some kind of potion in a barrel, I guess, which is kind of dealing damage to them. It's really interesting tower to see like that, and I really like how there is also melee option as an actual ability. Paladin Convent, which we have not seen in this live stream. I would be more specific. The 2 abilities are a lot more similar to the Auric champions, which is lead by an example where they just replace 1 paladins with a veteran of the god, which gives them 20% bonus armor, and the healing prayer. When they reach 20% of their total health, they become invincible and heal over a period of a time, which actually makes them such a great melee characters in the entire game. I'll be really honest about that. Then we have the Arcane Wizard. Arcane Wizard seems to be very interesting, as same as the Infernal Mage, if I want to be more honest. So the first one is basically simple. Even if you look at the symbol, you get it. It basically damages or casts a ray that instantly kills the target and deals damage to bosses instead. Of course, they won't be one-shotting them. And the second one is grants buff damage to nearby towers. So using these towers in starting are going to be really good. The paid towers may be cool, but these towers are actually good in the strategy if you ask me. Then we talk about the Royal Archers. I do not have the footage of their entire ability, but yes, they're pretty cool. It's more like the Shadow Archer. They deal or attack with 3 arrows, which ignores the defense of the enemy and still damages them pretty great. And there is a Falcon which spawns in, which damages the enemies as per time. Now it's time for the Tri-Cannon, which was not shown in this one, although it's already shown in the trailer. It has pretty good skills, I will be honest. It's not a bad tower. It's gonna give from the Dark Army. The Tri-Cannon barrels become red hot for a period of time, making bombs leave a scorching area when they explode. So it's gonna be a time per damage or something like that, and shoots bombs in rapid succession, and which is gonna cover a very vital area and dealing massive damage. And then we have the Demon Pit, and probably gonna be one of my favorites. Demon Pits are so interesting. They basically make they have 2 abilities. One is they're gonna spawn in big IMPs, and then the other one is gonna be making them more damaging when they explode. So it's basically doesn't seem to have a limit, and when it comes to actually just spamming this tower and just stopping every single enemy just going in a horde, that's gonna be such a great tower to use in situations like so. Whim Breaks. Every single player was waiting for this tower as it's the teleporting tower, and it's gonna be such an interesting one. The first ability makes them, when they die, they turn into soul and damages the enemy, and second one is increasing their base damage for the longer they are attacking. They don't seem to have the most amount of health, although they are also pretty good damage dealers if we have taken a look at the gameplay. They don't seem to be as weak as possible, I would say. They should be kind of balanced, and they do seem kind of balanced, I don't know. But I really like this tower because not only that, you can switch between the towers, not just a tower. It won't have any cooldown or anything else. You can just tap on the change tower or teleport, and they will just go to that place, changing the entire alignment of your tower, which is such a game changer into strategy. Elven Stargazers. This tower is actually really cool if you ask me, because it has really interesting concept and it's from the Origins, so I really like that. It teleports enemy back down the path, which is going to be one of its ability, and killed by it, the tower has 60% of the chance turning into stars, which is going to deal damage to the enemies, which is actually really cool. If you set it well on your strategy, you can just do this and create the synergy where the enemies are just getting killed by the stars, I guess. Darwin Flamespitter. I really like this tower and it's so good. I'm just interested in this tower from this all along because it has pretty great ones. Firing flaming bomb that spreads fire over time, and columns of fire erupt from the path and stunning them for 1 second. And it's a flamethrower. Come on, we need a flamethrower in the game. Now let's talk about a few extra things over here. Did you know that Broden in Kingdom Rush Alliance as a hero is a lot more similar to this specific level in Kingdom Rush Origins? Did you know that about the game? Make sure you comment down below. And I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, just hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton and it keeps me making these videos, and it's really helpful if you just do that. And yes, comment down below if you have any questions regarding to this game. I'll let you know about it. And check out this video, as if you made it till here, you will enjoy that one too. So that is gonna be me, Prahant, signing out of this one. Until there, for the kingdom.